Hey, I'm Steve Mignotti here at the 2011 PRI show, and you know, for many years, owners of classic muscle cars have suffered with non-overdrive transmissions. Well, since about 20 years ago, Sheffy Keisler and the people at Keisler Engineering have been offering bolt-in overdrive transmission kits for owners of classic muscle cars. Well, it's not over. For 2012, Keisler has a variety of new products. Tell us about them.
Hey, Steve, it's good to see you. You know, last year at PRI we debuted the Rally Sport. Now we're debuting the next evolution of the Rally Sport transmission. It's called the SuperSport. And more than that, it's based on a brand new transmission design and manufacture here in the USA by a new company called Legend Gear and Transmission. And Legend is a company that manufactures all the gearing, the synchronizer components, the cases, and we do the assembly at Keisler and all the testing and so on, and bringing together a new transmission to the market. Now this transmission has high torque capacity at 700 foot-pounds of torque.
Now this is a direct bolt-in to most popular muscle car applications, correct?
Yeah, that's right. We designed it as the evolution of the Rally Sport. When we brought the Rally Sport to market, we were able to achieve no cutting for the GMA bodies. All the GTOs and the Chevelles and El Caminos, finally those guys could get a nice bolt-in 5-speed high-performance overdrive with no cutting. So that was a major breakthrough last year, and our sales this year have been tremendous from it. But our next step moving forward was to further that design and bring forth a even more compact unit and increase the torque by another 100 pound-foot of torque. So now we got it up to 700 pound-foot of torque, and it's an all brand new unit. All the gearing, the cases, everything is brand new.
I know for the last 20 years you guys have pretty much been all about what's underneath the transmission tunnel, but you're doing rear axles now. Tell me more.
Yeah, you know, that's another benefit of having the partnership with Legend. Legend has designed a really nice center section based on the helical gear differential. So it's a torque sensing differential, and when we say torque sensing, unlike clutch pack and clutch cone type differentials that are common in the aftermarket, a torque sensing differential is actually always looking for the tire with more traction and will put more of the torque to that wheel. And so that's why we call it torque sensing. So the TSD, torque sensing differential 500, which is 500 torque, and 600 to 600 torque are two new products we bring out here together with Legend. And we have both the center sections available for sale as well as complete perfect fit axle assembly. So if a guy wants it for a Mustang, a Camaro, whatever the application is, if we sell a transmission for it, we're also going to be selling the differential for it. And then if a guy wants to build a custom independent rear suspension or a custom independent front suspension, the center section is perfect for that.
That's great stuff. You know, a lot of muscle car people are concerned with the way the car looks. They want a stock-looking engine, the right wheels, the correct body, the paint, the graphics. Yeah. But you guys allow the transmission and rear axle to be upgraded so the cars can perform in the 21st century.
You bet. You know, it's all about smooth shift quality, quiet operation, have all the benefits of modern-day technology that brings. And this is because we have CNC 6-axis helical grinding equipment. These one machine, and there's more than several at Legend, runs over $1 million a piece for just the machine to do that gear grinding. So the gear teeth are ground. This is something we've never offered before in any product line by any company. And it just doesn't exist out there in the aftermarket. So we're bringing something that's really fundamentally improved. So you get the benefit of quiet operation, and because the teeth are gear ground, the loading of the torque is shared across the entire tooth. You don't have high spots or low spots due to imperfections in shaved gear process or home gear process. So we have really the best gear geometry that's achievable, and this is up to AGMA Class 12, which in geek talk for gear people is like aerospace quality, okay? And then we take that and marry it to the best differential design for limited slip, which is the Torsion design, helical gear differential. And what we have here is a blend of products, and now we can provide everything from the back of the motor all the way through the rear axle complete with brakes if they like, or if they want to build a custom independent rear suspension.
Now, I know a lot of these new products are being done in-house at Keisler, but you also service aftermarket transmissions as well, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. You know, at Keisler we do the integration of the entire driveline, meaning everything from the bell housing back through the complete differential axle and brakes. That's what we bring together as the entire system of parts, many of which we design and manufacture. for the actual transmission itself, it's designed and manufactured by Legend Gear and Transmission, and the differential assembly is designed and manufactured by Legend Gear and Transmission in North Carolina. So there's another wonderful benefit that has come by this evolution of companies, evolution of products, and service to the market, is that we'll be able to offer upgraded service parts for the aftermarket. Owners of BorgWarner and Tremec T56, T45, and T5 transmissions will now have an upgraded service parts that they can get, which are made here in the USA, available cost effectively, and will actually improve and increase the performance of the transmission. And when we talk about improving performance, we're talking about improving shift quality. We're talking about improving torque capacity. We're talking about reducing noise. We're talking about reducing wear and tear on the transmission in performance applications. And all of the cars that get these transmissions are typically rear-wheel drive performance cars. So I got an example for you, Steve, to show you. This is the blocker rings that are used in this transmission. It has a double cone synchronizer system in first and second gear, and it uses a new 3M material that gets bonded to this in here, and we can see this at the Legend booth. And this material by 3M Corporation allows the transmission to shift gears at very high RPMs, 7,500 RPMs and above. And then the little teeth, these clutch gear teeth, have been forged. And previous companies have done it as powder metal, which is a little brittle. And so for the hard gear banger that wants to really, get the most out of his transmission, he's banging gears. These teeth are very sharp and pointed, and they'll stay sharp and pointed because of the forged material has grain structure that flows around the tooth, and it's heat treated and it's very strong, and the carbon fiber material has a high energy absorption so that you can shift at high RPMs.
So gear clash and missed shifts are pretty much eliminated with this technology.
That is correct. And it also has a cam follower shift system inside the transmission, so that when you're going through the gates, it's following in a track. And there's a cam roller bearing in there, which is new to the market for these type of transmissions.
I'm going to say so much to talk about. Where can viewers learn more?
Yeah, just come to KeislerAuto.com, KeislerAuto.com, and also visit Legend at Legend, LEGEND, GT.com.